And so we what we gonna do? Can we just pick up, we get up. We want to get up on you. When you get up, when you pick up. Somebody wants to talk to you right now. Baby, can we talk? Baby, can we talk? One time. Yes, well, one time.
Rockleigh was hit hard in the floods of January 2011. About 18 months later, the rain is again falling, but the Rockleigh community is defying the bad weather and is out in celebration. The Rockleigh Revival Reggae in the Park event was organised and funded by reggae group Champion Sound to nourish the community spirit and maintain the bonds forged through the adversity of last year's floods. Well, they don't get much more local than Andy. In fact, Andy's house overlooks Kookaburra Park in Rockleigh, where the Rockleigh Revival Festival is being held today. But Andy, you experienced the absolute worst of the floods here. What was it like when they hit in January 2011?
The water was actually in the house. It came over the roof.
And of course, it wasn't just the water, there was mud and silt and...
Yeah, Rockleigh's got a lot of industry. As the water started to move out, a lot of the stuff from Bow Desert Road, the car yards, there was a big oil slick. The walls were really oily, and the mud and the oil, bit of battery acid and brake fluid. We pretty much had to remove the whole layer of topsoil from the backyard. And then an amazing guy showed up one day. He'd heard from somewhere that we needed some. He turned up with 10 cubic metres of premium garden soil, dumped it on the footpath. And that was just a godsend, and people came round and donated plants and, got sweaty digging, and it was really good.
I'm here with two of the organisers of the Rockleigh Revival. This is Chris and John, and they're from Champion Sound, who are providing at least some of the music today, and are also responsible for organising the event.
Yes, indeed.
How did it all come together, Chris?
Well, it all started off because of Andy Ryan, a local resident. We were in his property right now. We were sitting here right next to the park at Rockleigh Park, and well, in fact, it was John sitting here with Andy Ryan. And in fact, I'm going to let John tell this story.
Please.
Basically, it was sat with Andy here one night. We were just talking about how the flood clean-up is finally coming to a close and that we should have a little party to celebrate. And we were talking about maybe in his backyard here. And then we thought, well, there is a park right next door, so we had a quick call to the council. They gave us approval to use the park, and it just kind of spiralled from there. As Champion Sound, we do a lot of community work around the place, and our main drive is always to bring community together, to give opportunities to local artists. We've got a lot of different acts here today, a lot of local people running stalls, and it's about that. It's about nurturing that sense of community and giving people, this is their community, and we want them to be proud of it and want them to know everybody else is proud of it.
Reggae is one love, peace, unity in the community. The real vibe is all about fun. It's all about people come together, expressing themselves. No matter how good you are at whatever you're doing, just try your best, come along, take part, feel free, have fun, walk along in the park. It's all free, there's no charge for the entertainment. So it's all about love and peace and unity and community, absolutely.
So darling, come for a walk. I wanna feel your emotions. A little together so we can talk. Right now, baby, can we talk? Baby, can we talk? Talk it over. It's your one time.
Do a lot of youth arts workshops about engaging with young people. We tend to use music, urban music, but we do dance as well. Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander cultural activities. We've got refugee facilitators that can help with multicultural activities, and it's all about engaging with young people and helping them develop their skills and attitude and motivation. Reggae and rap and hip-hop is all a similar thing, so it's all about vocal expression, telling stories vocally. So it's all a similar thing, it's about vocal expression using music.
Smoking on them cigarettes till our lungs get cancer. Human beings are also lost cause they don't know the answer. The media's got it twisted. They tell you to be greedy and materialistic. They say that sex is love, no need for a marriage. Try saying that to a child who don't got no parents.
So you've got a very special sound system to cope with the specific demands of reggae music.
Yeah.
How is it different, and why is it necessary?
What we're trying to do is introduce sound system culture into Australia here. There's a lot of really good up-and-coming reggae bands in Australia, and still music pumping out of Jamaica and England, and it's just not getting the airplay in Australia. So we've built our boxes. There's only 3 custom-built reggae sound systems in Australia. It's different from other PAs generally that are used for festivals and clubs here because it is designed specifically to play reggae music. We've got a lot of specialist equipment. Our preamp is made by a guy in England who's been building these things for about 50 years. The preamp specifically to play reggae music and really drive the frequencies that you want to hear.
I'm here with Carly from the Jar Joint. She's providing the food here today. And Carly, Jamaican me crazy with all this this food. It smells delicious.
Yeah.
What part does food play in reggae culture?
You know, it's the same as any culture. So has a massive part of the culture and how people live. And yeah, it's a very distinct food. And I think particularly the fact that Brisbane people are not very aware of what Jamaican food is. So it's kind of educating people a little bit of the taste and the flavour and the fact it is quite unique and different.
And what tastes and flavours can we expect in Jamaican cooking?
Well, there's a little bit of bang, so there's a bit of a in it. That's the chili, but it's got lots of different ingredients. So onion, garlic, chili, cinnamon, pimento, sugar, thyme. Thyme's a key ingredient. So there's probably about 9 different herbs and spices that I use into the rub. And it's marinated for 24 hours and it gives it that real distinct flavour. Because of where Jamaican food comes from and all the culture, you know, it's a mixture of Chinese, Indian, French, Dutch. So if you can kind of imagine all those flavours coming together, you're kind of halfway there but not. But yeah, it's something that you've got to try to kind of experience what it tastes like. I've always been brought up on really good Jamaican food and been taught the way how to do it and love it and love the music that comes with it. So it was a natural progression for me to get involved with something like this.
Fantastic. Well, my mouth's watering talking about all these exciting flavours. So shall we have a try?
Yeah, sure.
What do we have here?
Okay, so this is jerk chicken wings.
Jerk chicken.
Jerk chicken. It's not rude. I don't know why it's called jerk chicken, but anyway. So it's been marinated for 24 hours in those secret ingredients, those 9 different flavours. And then it comes with a homemade Jamaican ginger barbecue sauce. Okay. Get stuck in.
Well, we'll have a go.
You've got to get some sauce. You've got to get like the bits in your teeth. That's the idea.
It is messy. It is messy, but
it's messy food. It's not pompous food, you know. It's real food. Yeah. It's a knife and fork required.
It's delicious. Yeah. We might have to do a cutaway though, because I think I might have food all over my face. But it is delicious. It hits the back of your throat and really, there's an explosion of flavour in your mouth, and it really does make you salivate. It's very, very flavoursome.
That's what it is, yeah.
The Rockleigh Revival Festival has been a showcase of community spirit and resilience. Despite the bad weather, there's a real sense of optimism and confidence in the air, mingling with the spices from Carly's jerk chicken. Champion Sound is keen to help other corners of this town, Brisbane, come together to celebrate community spirit under the influence of reggae culture and the shadow of one impressive sound system. For more information, visit championsound.com.au.
Thanks, Ant. Well, that's it for another episode of This Town Brisbane.
And as always, you can check us out on Facebook.
Join us next week when we go to the places, attend the events and meet the people that make this town Brisbane.